Welcome back, our esteemed viewer. We are glad you're listening in. So, David, what next in the risk management process?
Risk management process, we had said, Brenda, it's a process. Remember, we started with establishing the context. We did the risk assessment in terms of analysis and evaluation.
Yes.
We have done about the risk response, about the risk reporting and implementation. By the nature of risks, they are dynamic. And when you see when we say something is dynamic, it means it changes. And because of that, we need to do what is called risk management review. We have done the whole process, but we need to review, is it working for us? That is called risk review. And primarily it is because you find that we will have primary risks and we will have secondary risks.
Oh, okay. So what is the difference?
Yes, primary risks are those risks that we originally identified, and we have put controls. And remember, we had said that you cannot bring, it's unlikely that you'll bring a risk to zero if you are still continuing with the activity, unless you terminate it. So that risk that we identified, and we have put controls, and we have some residual risks that is remaining, then a secondary risk can emanate from that kind of a scenario. Okay. Let's imagine that there's the risk of the organization losing inventory through maybe fraud or misuse or something like that. And then the organization puts controls to bring the inventory management to the optimal level, whereby the loss are brought down to a certain level. Now, that is the primary risk that we have had, and we have been able to bring it to a certain control. But on the other side, another risk can come out of a result of that: delayed production. Because now getting inventory movement have become complex, in that it has been able to be managed to be able to remove the misuse or the fraud revolving inventory. But now on this other side, there's a small hitch in the production, and there are delays, and maybe the customer might not get the goods as we had intended. You see, now there's another risk that has come there. Now they have the primary risk, and then we have the secondary risk. Okay. And now when you're doing the risk review, remember, we are asking ourselves, is it working? We need to look from establishing the objectives there, establishing the context, the risk assessment, the risk controls and mechanisms. We need to do the review of all these to see whether it is working for us. And the risk review will not be a blanket review. It also depends with the kind of risks that you are trying to manage. Some will require constant review. Okay. Others will require a time scale for them to be revisited. If we are sending people to the space, we cannot say, or the NASA will not say, that because we have reviewed the risk today, then we can review next month, because these people will take 3 months to get to the moon. You know, that will require constant reviews. They need to be doing their risk analysis, their risk review, and asking, is it working? Because remember, we are sending people into the space there, and we need every minute to understand where they are. So that review require constant reviews, whether there are risks that are coming up, whether they have been managed well, or all those need to be on constant review. But what about the risk of losing a customer, a major customer? That might not require a review every day. Yes. We might want to review it on a monthly basis. We might want to do it even after some time. That is not the same as when we send people to the space. So risk review will depend on also the nature of the risk, and also the impact it can be able to bring to the organization, including even the likelihood. Yeah. Yes. So all those will require a different review, whether they are working for us or maybe they are not working for us. Because risks are dynamic, they can change any minute. We need to be reviewing whether our risk management process is working for us.
Oh, thank you so much, David. For more of this content, Subscribe, like, share, and comment. See you on the next one.